Hi everybody, it's Wednesday and I'm back to my normal work schedule, so I have Wednesdays off, or every other Wednesday off. So I thought I'd do a quick video, just a little hobby update. Got some new things in the mail, so I thought I'd share those and show you two new projects I'm going to start working on. Larger scale figures, but I thought I'd show you. I still have all the other 10mm stuff I'm working on in process and stuff, but I wanted to show you guys this stuff. Start off with one of the first things I'm going to be working on is this Pegasos Models. Oops, sorry, I was going to zoom in a little bit here. Arabian Marauder. It's a bust. It's one of their 200mm busts. Really nice detail on this. And I'll show you what that bust looks like. So here's the, see if I can get some light on here. You can see it. Move that out of the way so everything not focusing completely on that. Here's the head. Wonderful detail on this. Exactly what you would expect from a Pegaso model sculpt. Went together really well, very easily. Again, just wonderful work. There you go. I can see it a little bit better. And I'm trying a couple of new things with this video too. I've got a telephoto lens, so I'm trying that out this time instead of my normal lens that I usually use, just to see how it works. So bear with me. So that was the head. Also, as part of the body, like the box art, it has this part of the sash is separate, that contains the pistol and this dagger. So again, just some great detail on here. It's gonna be really fun to paint up this pistol. There's lots of, I don't know if I can get in close enough on this or not, but there's some wonderful detail work on the pistol and on the dagger itself. Just some great scroll work on here. There's that, and then the rest of the bust itself. There we go. Some great detail on here again. Sash, wonderful folds in the fabric. This is going to be a lot of fun to paint. A lot of fun. So that was the first large scale. And the next one is from, let me zoom back out here so you can actually see it. This one's from Taeko Miniatures, 75mm Norse Warrior. The sculptor is Milan Dufek, who actually has his own YouTube channel, and that's kind of how I stumbled across this and his site. It's made in the Czech Republic. I will actually put his website in the comments below so you can see that, or in the description below. But beautiful sculpt. This, I've had this for a couple of months, and I just finally got around to getting it out of the box and getting it ready to prime to paint. So there's this, and I'll show you what it looks like all primed up. We're ready to go here. Let me zoom back in. Oops. There we go. Catch some of the nice detail on here. You can't actually see it because I primed it black, but in his hand here, in his hand, he's actually eating like an apple or something. So that'll actually be kind of fun to paint. A detail on the axe, all the straps holding it together, the detail in the wraps around his legs, the shoes, the tree base that he's standing on in the ground, really, really nice. The chainmail is nicely detailed. And the nice thing about this was that there was almost, other than the casting blocks that I had to kind of cut off and just kind of sand down a little bit, there was no flash on this at all. I mean, this was a beautiful, beautiful sculpt right out of the box. I mean, there was very little work to do and no mold lines or anything like that that had to be cleaned up. This was really, really nice. Now, I'm gonna just point this out to you because I thought it was a little weird, just how it's set up. If you can see here, oops, there's this leather strap. And this leather strap is supposed to hold the shield. I'll show you what the shield looks like real quick, so keep that in mind. So here's the shield. Back out so this will focus. There we go. So the shield itself is really nice. There's nice wood grain in here. The metal piece in the middle, really nice. The metal edge, really, really nice. But the one thing that really doesn't make any sense to me, see if I can get this to show up the right way here. Okay, so you'll see this bar right here, which is obviously the handle for holding the shield. That is supposed to go across the figure's back, in between those two strips for the leather strap. But there's really no place to actually secure it, like you would use a, you know, like a set pin or anything like that. And this is actually really rather fragile. This is actually carved out. The only reason why this is being held on is because I put some white glue in here just to hold this to the cocktail stick so that I could actually paint it. So I'm really hoping that once I actually finish painting this and then use the epoxy to adhere this to his back, that it'll actually stay. Because there's almost nothing in here to drill to add like a set pin. You know, where I could drill it into his back and, you know, firmly secure it. There's almost nothing. I mean, because this piece here is hollow, as you can see here. So, yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I'll let you know. Not too long ago, I did a Kickstarter from this company called Ninth Gate Miniatures. And they came out with a set of figures that essentially are based on Pirates of the Caribbean, the Disney movie. And what I purchased was 3 figures, and these are the 3 I'm going to show you. This one's called the Storyteller, and this is the character in the movie who is Captain Jack's father, played by Keith Richards. And in the box is this chest, the chair he's actually sitting on, and then the pieces for his body. And this is a 75mm scale. I already opened up the box just kind of look at the figures, and they're really, really clean resin castings, really beautiful. A bunch of different parts to put together and things like that. And I will do a more in-depth video when I get ready to actually paint these 3, and I'll really show you, but I wanted to show you what they were. So again, it's from Ninth Gate Miniatures. So there was that one. Then there was this 1/14 scale bust of the Dangerous Lady. So this apparently is the Keira Knightley character in the movies. I can't remember the name of the character she played. Elizabeth, that was it, Elizabeth. So that's this character. And then there's this 75mm Voodoo Lady. So this should be really, really fun. There's lots of detail on here as well. And again, I will do a more in-depth review of these figures once I get ready to actually paint them. Now let me zoom back out so you can actually see what I'm going to do next here. So I was perusing on Military Matters and noticed that Battles for Empire, Rules for Colonial Warfare in Miniature, Chris Leach has released a second edition of those rules. And there are a set of rules that I really enjoyed previously, and I still have a copy of. So I decided to purchase them. You'll see that spiral bound, so it'll lay flat on the table. And I have not, this just arrived actually in the mail, so I have not really read through it yet, but I liked the set of rules initially for Colonial Warfare, and I have a French Foreign Legion and Arab armies, so I will use this set of rules for that. But I just thought I'd show you and let everybody know that, hey, if you liked Colonial Warfare, there's a second edition now of these rules out. Not exactly sure how long they've been out, but I just finally noticed them, so they're there. Then also with that, also picked up from on Military Matters, Beneath the Lily Banners with Talon and Claw, and I believe this was just released. So it covers the Great Northern War from 1700 to 1721, and the Eastern Wars from 1670 to 1723, by Barry Hilton. And if you have not played Beneath the Lily Banners, it's a really good set of rules. I enjoy it. My group has enjoyed it. There's some really, really nice color photos in here. How to use your Swedish armies, charging, artillery. There's even color plates in here for what the units look like. I can bring this up here. You can actually see what I'm doing. So there's the Russians, what some of the regiments looked like, the Ottomans. And something that I really thought was actually kind of interesting in the beginning of this book, now that I'm actually thinking about it, there's a primer for the entire period. So it goes through all of the actions that happened, essentially, that are covered in this book, and essentially who fought who, really. I thought that was really neat. That's something sometimes you don't always see. But essentially, a supplement to go along with Beneath the Lily Banners with addendums to the rules themselves for this time period. So there's that. So, just a quick hobby update, let you guys know that I am still around. I'm back to my normal work schedule, so I should be able to get some more painting work done and post a little bit more regularly. And I just hope everybody is doing well. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed recently. I hope you like the material and stick around. And as always, thank you to my long-term subscribers who have been with me since the start. I appreciate it. Please like, comment, and share the videos if you feel it's worthy. And I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you have a great week, and I hope all your projects are doing really, really well. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.